going on, everybody? All right, so 3 chilies tonight. So last night, or the most previous video, yesterday's video, we did this. These peppers are an accidental cross. Again, this was grown by Tyler Levitt. These were pretty good, and again, I wasn't sure if it was his accidental cross or someone else's. Nonetheless, he said it was a KS Lemon Starrburst crossed with the yellow Datil pepper. Now, if you go back and watch that video, I explain what my thoughts about that are. Nonetheless, we're here to try it against a yellow Datil, which is this guy. And then I have also here a KS Lemon Starrburst, which is what I think is the cross that he meant to say instead of a KS Lemon Starrburst. Like I said in yesterday's video, I know of a KS Peach Starrburst, so it could be that, and you just got the lemon peach thing mixed up. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter because it did taste like it was crossed with this pepper to me, because it had a lemony, very small lemony flavor, but real citrusy and fruity. So I figured, I had all 3 on hand. Let's do a comparison video. I haven't really done too many of those at the same time, and see of the 3 which is hotter and which is better. Interesting. Again, the KS Lemon Starrburst comes from King Star, and it's about 100 to 300,000 on the Scoville scale. And the yellow Datil pepper, interesting backstory on this pepper. Some say it was original from Spain and the Menorcan Islands, something like that, and then brought over by the Spaniards, to the Americas and whatnot. But others believe that since it's got a lot of similarities to a Fatali pepper, that it may have come to the States and Americas during African slave trade. So, nobody's really, there's 2 theories about where this pepper originally came from and how it got here. I don't know, Spain or Africa, I guess, right? Because, who knows? But it also is about 100 to 300,000 on the Scoville scale. I don't know which one to start with, though. I think I'm going to start with the accidental cross. Let's start there. I just ate some of these yesterday, so I'm pretty familiar with them. Got a good flavor to it. For the birds. I'm gonna give it like a 1 minute burn time, and then we'll go to the next one and we'll compare the burn as well. So definitely fruity and citrusy, borderline on that lemony flavor. Okay, that you get from these, and that you get from ají lemons or ají lemons, peppers like that. Borderline, not quite lemony, but fruity for a pepper. The burn is all on the front of the tongue, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, it's in that 100 to 300,000, I would surmise. I mean, it's. I've had some habaneros, you know, orange habs that are hotter, but I've also had some that are about this heat, you know, so it's about that orange habanero level heat. All right, that's about a minute. Let's go to the yellow Datil, because it's been a while, or yeah, yellow Datil, because it's been a while since I've had one of these. Let's try it. This pod came from same grower, Tyler Levette. It's a much thicker walled pepper, much thicker. I don't like this one as much. I like that cross one a little better. Someone's barbecuing, I could smell it. Another one for the birds, which I'm getting ready to do after this. We'll make a grilled chicken sandwich with like a nice little dry rub on it. I'm thinking habanero powder. So I don't think that Datil pepper is as hot as the cross. It's very hard to compare pods at the same time when you're eating them like this, because I've already got, you know, a burn going from that first pod. But it definitely didn't raise it any. It definitely didn't. It kind of took the burn off the tongue a little bit. I mean, it's still there, but not as much. But now I'm getting more under the tongue burn happening, and a little bit more upper lip burn. But of those two peppers, I prefer that that cross, because it is a little bit sweeter of a pepper. That one, the taste on that is you know, the first thing that came to my mind while eating it, I've had those before, but it's been a while, was kind of bland, just peppery taste, like a bell pepper, right? A little better than that, but that might just be because they have the citrusy and fruity notes of the first pepper, you know? I don't know. All right, now let's get into the KS Lemon Starrburst. Cool pod. Now, showing you this pod and the one I just ate, you can see how that first pod was kind of forming like both of them in a sense. And certainly if you check out yesterday's video and look at all four of those pods, the first three of those had the shape of like a UFO, almost like this. You know what I mean? So We're gonna eat around the seeds. I've been sitting on this pod for a minute. Still tastes all right. I'm just not gonna eat those seeds. Don't look too good. But I've eaten enough of these peppers. Give that whole thing to the birds. So that one didn't taste as good as those pods normally taste. Those are fantastic peppers. If you've never had one, you need to try those. It wasn't as fruity and lemony as I've had before. That might be because it is getting older. As you could tell from those seeds, it wasn't the freshest pod there, but still good enough for this comparison. But again, I think that accidental cross pepper is better, at least in this trial run, because it feels warmer than even that last pepper, and it just tasted better. But that one was good. You know, it would definitely probably go for me, the cross, then that lemon starburst, and then the Datil pepper, for sure. The other thing I like about those lemon starburst peppers is their unique characteristics to them on how they're shaped, and that bright yellow kind of color really stands out, really cool. Yeah, so that's the comparison of what that first pepper should have been crossed with those last two peppers, or a version of that last pepper. You know what I mean? I'm still kind of confused on that whole situation, but I thought this would be a kind of a fun, cool little video. Since I had, you know, all three of the peppers, I figured, what the fuck, let's break them all out and try them. Stomach's getting a little warm right now, to be honest with you. And my nose started running just a little bit while eating that last pod. So altogether, all three of them is a decent, nice little warmth for the evening. A nice little small burn, but it's a little later than I normally get out. It's beautiful out right now, but normally I like to get my videos and my content in and recorded and done before 5, and then I'm cooking and stuff. It's already almost 7 by the time I got out here tonight. So wanted to do a light video tonight as well, which is that, because I ate lunch at like 1 o'clock. It's been a long time, and so didn't want to go super hot tonight. But anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching. That's the video. That accidental cross is good. It's flavorful, and it burns. It's got a nice little burn to it. I think it is hotter than a KS Lemon Starrburst, even though that one was starting to maybe get bad, but it tasted okay, and it had a nice firmness to it. There was no soft spots. Just those seeds just didn't look good, so I didn't want to get with that. But it's usually an indicator when the seeds inside the pods start getting discolored, even like that. They weren't, those ones weren't real black. They were more of like a auburn, like a brownish color, I guess. And so that's like a precursor to, you know, mold. Eventually, that pod is going to get moldy. You know what I mean? But I think I got it just before that started. So glad I thought about doing this video. Anyways, guys, thank you. Have a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.